My name is Jason Schuster. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I own Intricate Art Spine and Body Solutions. It's a continuing education company teaching other doctors how to do a couple things. Before that, I was a fly fishing guide in between Patagonia, Chile, and southwestern Alaska for a decade. This was just one clip from our peptide class. We're going to have more clips from our different nutrition courses coming out. Keep an eye out for other parts of our other nutrition courses, dry needling courses, and other good educational information. So if the body runs out of energy, which it does in most humans because we're not in good shape and we're overweight, and if those two things are true, most likely most of the tissues are going to be hypoxic, the mitochondria are not going to have enough oxygen to make enough ATPs, the cells are going to run out of energy, we're going to start relying on other things like pyruvate for energy, which is not necessarily a problem, but it can be a problem in some instances, and then we can't produce the proteins. If the mitochondria aren't functioning properly and not producing enough ATP, the genes can't be expressed to produce proteins. There needs to be energy for all of this stuff to happen. If we run out of energy, we run out of the peptides to do all this stuff. So if we can kind of bypass that energy requirement and just inject the peptides, you're kind of bypassing the energy necessity of the body, and you're just putting the product, like the beginning product in there that the body can then use for other stuff. So same type of way I think about taking methylated multivitamins or methylated vitamins, which we talk about in the nutrition and supplementation class, you guys. Axonal necrosis, neuronal necrosis, demyelination, cyst formation were all counteracted with BPC-157 in these studies, and it improved spinal cord injury and the effect of therapy following spinal cord injury. So it seems to be effective in all phases of injury: acute phase, injury phase, healing phase, and it's a preventative to injury as well. I know a ton of pro athlete friends of mine, you guys, that played hockey over in Germany and football in the NFL and the NHL. Almost all of them have used this BPC-157. I have a friend from Germany who played 10 years over there, and he showed me the before and after pictures of his shoulder MRI. So as far as I understand with this stuff, BPC-157 is basically mimicking stem cells, you guys. So it's mimicking the effect of stem cells. It's basically just causing widespread improvement in healing ability of different tissue systems in the body, and it seems to work in all systems. You inject it in the sub-Q of your stomach, and they've done studies on this looking, and it does seem to go where it needs to go. Like the protein itself knows somehow, or the body knows how to use that protein and send it to areas where it needs it. Again, we don't understand how this stuff works, but our brain and our body does, right? And give it the base stuff that it needs. We just allow it to do what it knows how to do. So I think this is a big problem in medicine, you guys, is that human beings become very, very arrogant, thinking that we understand how stuff works just because we can make some changes in some stuff. But having an over-exaggeration of your own understanding of something is going to limit your ability to continue to learn. So we think we know way more than we actually do in medicine, where what we need to be thinking about is the body and the brain know exponentially, infinitely more about what is going on than we are ever going to learn, or at least that we're going to learn in the next 100 to 1,000 years. Maybe after that we may come close, but I doubt it. But not anywhere close in this timeline. So if we can just give the body the base elements that it needs, it does all those other processes on its own. Instead of trying to like screw with the processes themselves, which is what injecting mRNA into the human body does, we're messing with stuff that we have maybe a 5% understanding of. Maybe. I guarantee you we know less than 95% of everything we need to know about the nervous system and human biology right now in 2024. So again, this is why these peptides are so safe and effective, is because we're not screwing, we're not interjecting ourselves into any chemical like systems themselves, and we're not telling the body what to do. We're just providing the body the elements that it needs to function to use. It's the same exact thing as taking supplements and vitamins. So BPC-157 improves with demyelination, again, spinal cord injuries. It's really, really cheap. It's relatively cheap, it's safe, and it's effective. These are three words that strike fear into the cold, twisted hearts of the megalomaniacs running the pharmaceutical companies and the public health agencies in our government. That's why none of this stuff is being put in commercials. All of this stuff should be being commercialized and given to people because it's so safe and it's so helpful for so many different things. Like with these peptides, really the most negative thing that could possibly happen is it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything to you. And then the most positive thing is possibly full resolution of your symptoms. So to me, the cost reward benefit, it's a no-brainer. It's like most negative possible thing is nothing, best possible thing, totally better. There's no reason not to try it. And that can't be said for almost any other pharmaceutical drug. Like I mentioned, I have a ton of friends who have taken this stuff, you guys, and they have no negative comments about it. They show serious improvements in healing. Aaron Rodgers used BPC-157 for his Achilles injury, which is one of the reasons that he returned so fast from that tear of his Achilles. He was working with the Ways to Well company in Austin, Texas. They're one that I have their reference in here. They sell some peptides. They have very good high quality stuff, and they connect you with a doctor, and it's a prescription. It's really good. It has widespread anti-inflammatory effects, which is one of the hallmarks of aging. It's been shown to improve telomere length, which is one of the hallmarks of aging. It improves genomic stability, which is one of the hallmarks of aging, genomic instability. It helps improve genomic stability. It helps improve nitrous oxide and endothelial nitrous oxide synthase. It helps improve nitrous oxide pathways. One of the things, you guys, that I really heavily focus on in my dry needling classes is how important regulating the autonomic nervous system is for things like erectile dysfunction. So really the only so-called treatment for erectile dysfunction out there is a pill that doesn't treat anything. It just temporarily improves nitrous oxide pathways, stimulates vasodilation, and it allows more blood to go into the penis than is coming out. It passively closes the venous valves in the penis. It closes them shut so blood is going in but not coming out. It helps us maintain an erection. That's how Viagra and Cialis work, more or less. The reason that we can't get enough blood down to that area has nothing to do with the nitrous oxide itself. It has to do with the fact that the human body is stuck in chronic sympathetic hyperactivity. Very few people, probably less than 5% of guys suffering from erectile dysfunction should be suffering from it. There's no reason for this, you guys. Taking peptides like BPC-157 help resolve it. Treatments like dry needling help resolve it. Joint manipulation, you just have to reduce sympathetic autonomic hyperactivity to the point where the veins and the vessels and everything aren't crushed by tight muscles, the endothelial layer of smooth muscle in the arteries isn't constricted, blood pressure goes down, everything relaxes, and then you can get an erection. It's not that hard to fix. You just have to understand why it's happening in the first place. BPC-157 has widespread beneficial effects on the peripheral nervous system, central nervous system, autonomic nervous system, the gut-brain axis. This is a peptide from the gut, so it really helps with the gut-brain axis, which is connecting the enteric nervous system to the brain via the vagus nerve. So vagus nerve stimulation, very helpful. It works on some of the same pathways as BPC-157, and then the gut-brain axis, you guys, has significant overlap with the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, which is one of the other main axes of the autonomic nervous system, which also has overlap with the trigeminal cervical complex, which starts at about C2 in the spinal column and goes up into the brain connected by the trigeminal nerve. BPC-157 works on a lot of the base axes of the autonomic nervous system insofar as it helps improve energy, it helps improve healing, it helps improve neurogenesis, it just helps with all sorts of stuff. When the sympathetic autonomic nervous system becomes too hyperactive, you guys, our intestinal lining becomes leaky. The cells contract to the point where they start to spread apart and things can leak through the cellular lining, just kind of like happens in the blood-brain barrier. So serotonin, 95% of the serotonin in our body by weight is produced in the intestines by the gut bacteria themselves. We have more gut bacteria in our body than we do actual cells in our body, which is kind of crazy to think about. BPC-157 helps regulate the differential in concentration between substances like glutamate and GABA, dopamine, acetylcholine, melatonin, omega-3s, all that stuff. So typically people with sympathetic hyperactivity have too much glutamate, which is a stimulating peptide. They have too little GABA, which is a parasympathetic calming peptide. So one of the things that BPC-157 does is help bring that ratio of glutamate and GABA more normal. It just in general helps the autonomic nervous system. It helps the sympathetic side depress, the parasympathetic side elevate, and it helps stimulate healing. Autonomic nervous system homeostasis. More homeostasis improves all aspects of mental and physical health as far as I understand. I don't know of anything that gets worse with a more homeostatic autonomic nervous system. And what all these peptides are doing is, in some way or another, they're working at a base level of improving autonomic nervous system homeostasis, which is the same way that dry needling is working and that supplementation and all this other stuff is working, you guys. So really, really important. BPC-157 is also being used right now to treat a lot of mental health disorders, you guys. A lot of functional medicine doctors use these peptides. Again, it improves autonomic nervous system homeostasis by improving healing. We don't technically need to get into all the different ways that it does so, although I like to understand that, and we are talking about that. But in general, if all you wanted to know is if they're safe and what do they do overall, you can more or less think about all these peptides as, yes, they're as safe as anything can be. Again, water will kill you if you drink too much of it. BPC-157, the lethal dose is 27,000 times the typical dose. So it's basically totally safe, and it just helps with all aspects of autonomic nervous system homeostasis, which automatically helps improve different concentrations of stuff in the brain, outside the brain, improves mental health, just like things like omega-3s significantly improve mental health. Very, very helpful for a lot of different stuff. This was just one clip from our peptide class. We're going to have more clips from our different nutrition courses coming out. Keep an eye out for part 2 and for other parts of our other nutrition courses, dry needling courses, and other good educational information. Check out our website at intricateartseminars.com, and for big discounts on all of our online and in-person courses, along with a community chat room, weekly Zoom calls, check out our school community, skool.com/CEU, school.com/CEU. Thanks, guys.